Hi, this is Donna Braun with Keefe Real Estate and Little Bear and my son Austin. I actually have a lot of people who are curious about raising children here and the impact that has on their children. And I have to tell you, that was probably one of the best decisions we have ever made. When we came up here to the lake, nobody wanted to leave and everybody wanted to stay. The water was such a great allure for us. Being able to run from the house, and we would spend as much time in the water as we possibly could.
Having the lake right next door is so nice because I actually get to go out on the water all the time with my friends. I get to go out and enjoy like the outdoors and do things, and there's like more than just boating and tubing. There's so many more activities around here that doesn't even like involve the lake necessarily. There's just so much to it.
In Austin's class, I'd say a good vast majority of the kids are going to some top colleges.
Oh yeah, 100%. A lot of them are going to like Big Ten schools. We have a handful going to Ivy League schools.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, it really is impressive where these kids are going. And what's really interesting about it, and I see this today, is there's so many people who grew up coming to the lake and they can't wait to get back on it. After they've gone through school and they're starting their careers, they all want to come back to the lake. This is Finn Rowe, and Finn is a lake kid. So, and not just your average everyday lake kid though. I think one of the fascinating things about Finn is you've been all over the world. I mean, you've been traveling, but Finn grew up sailing here in Lake Geneva.
Yeah, I sail with Melguses who have lived here for a very long time, and they own the Melgus Boat Works, in which they build boats, and I sail with the youngest generation, Harry Melgus IV, and we've been sailing here since I've been alive. We're trying for the 2020 and the 2024 Olympics.
And where's 2020 going to be held?
2020 is in Japan and 2024 is in Paris.
Oh my God.
It's definitely get a more variety of people up here. Back home, it's kind of like everybody's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Up here, you have the people who, obviously like us, who live on the lake and kind of hang out with each other, and then you have the people that live like have families and farms and they work there and stuff like that. At home, it's just kind of everybody's kind of the same. Like.
Yeah, you know, you hit upon a good point. And that's one of the things I really love, because kids, just that. I mean, I find that you have kids who don't have, and people who do.
Yeah. But
there's no boundary. They blend together beautifully.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. Everybody hangs together. It's not this haves and have-nots. Everybody just hangs, and
no one really
no one cares.
Yeah.
And it's so great because you get to see a different side of life, I think. You know, I had to laugh when, you know, Austin's driving tractors and, you know, backing up trailers now, but hanging out with the different kids and seeing a different way of life altogether is just. So one of the things about our community is people, since we're a resort community, a lot of kids are able to get jobs here. I mean, Austin did. He started working at Gordy's.
Mm-hmm. So that's like the local marina here. I mean, there's multiple marinas around the lake, but Gordy's is like a restaurant, marina type deal, and like all we do is gas up boats, drive boats. I mean, we swim half the day at work. It's really fun. Work at the lake's really cool. There's plenty of other jobs open, like all the time. All my friends are working constantly.
Being in a resort community, you learn about customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service is really key and critical here, and we truly know how to take care of our customers here in our community.
Yeah, I've definitely picked up like so many like social skills since I've started working at Gordy's, because so many different people come through every single day, different attitudes, different moods, different personalities, and you should learn, like, at least personally for me, because I want to go into something with sales and whatnot in my future, and so talking to people all day just really helps me and helps me learn how to socialize, and especially with customer service and selling things. So it's a lot of fun. Really enjoy it.
I'm here with Heidi Ingerman.
Hello.
Heidi Ingerman is the daughter of John Ingerman, who is an amazing builder here at the lake. And so Heidi, you've grown up here.
Yeah, I have. I've grown up here ever since I was a little girl in the same house. And yeah, it's been a crazy experience, especially growing up with a dad who builds on the lake. I've sort of seen it all and met everybody and kind of had the life of everything around the lake. You know, when I tell people I live in Wisconsin, they're like, you live in Wisconsin? Okay, like what? Do you live by a bunch of cows? That like connotation that is connected with it. And I think that Lake Geneva is so much more than that. I think it's its own environment, its own world that is so different than any other thing I've experienced before. I mean, I go to other lakes all the time, but there's something about Lake Geneva and just the way that the community is here that's so different. And I've learned so many experiences that being so young, half the people 20 years older than me have never been on a boat before. I've had so many experiences that I'm so grateful for, and I think sometimes it's really easy just to take it for granted. Like all the little things, just going on the boat, hanging out with friends, listening to music. You don't realize how privileged and the opportunity you have just being on the water and being able to swim.
Yeah.
And even knowing how to swim.
Yeah.
Some kids have never even, you know, been in water before.
Well, I think it's the funniest thing when Austin says, we're just going to go watch a sunset.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like how many kids just go out in a boat to watch sunset?
And sunrise surfing?
Yeah, going
Yeah.
out on the paddleboard sunrise. And it's like, you're leaving at 5:30 in the morning to go paddleboarding?
Yeah.
But it's quiet, it's a beautiful time, and it's
Yeah.
spectacular.
I love it there because I have neighbors, so I'm friends with them, and it's just kind of like a very nice community feel, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty close to everything, which is nice. It's close to downtown Lake Geneva, and yeah, I love my view of the lake too. So
Isn't that peaceful?
yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
So do you drive your boats as well?
I drive my boat a little bit, but I don't drive it that much. I mainly go on my friends' boats because I don't know, I'm not that good at driving a boat. So
Well, I think that's it. The funny part is I hear the kids about going from pier to pier to go pick up friends.
everybody, we pick up so many people, and I mean I couldn't do that, but all my friends do it because they always drive boats, so they're much more used to it. I just like don't drive them as much, so
Yeah.
I'm not as used to it. Yeah,
I think that's great how the kids, it's almost like a taxi service.
it is. It's like an Uber.
It is.
It's like an Uber service on the water. Exactly.
It is. It's hilarious because I have literally run into my kids on the water.
I'm sure we always run into parents.
Yeah, and they're out on the water and they're picking up, when I think there's only going to be 2 or 3 people on the boat, I see them go down the water, down the way, picking up other people.
Yes, exactly.
It's like
exactly.
multiplying, and
Yep.
sometimes some get off and some get on.
Some get on. Exactly.
And then they're like, oh, hey, just drop me off in Lake Geneva.
Exactly.
You know, I'm going to go get ice cream and
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Cold Stone.
Yeah, we're always dropping people off and picking up people on. It's fun because you get to interact with different people.
Yeah.
So it's good.